What's going on, everybody? Doc from Average Gamer Guys back yet again, and we are into another community designs episode. So we're jumping in. We're going to do the Accelerator crate today, which we've opened up quite a few over the last couple of weeks. Pretty good reaction to the previous Velocity Series one. Always cool to show off some new designs and just some things that you can do with items within a specific crate. I thought it was kind of neat. Obviously, you have to play around. We have to pull some stuff from other crates, especially with let's talk about like the import car. There's usually not a decal for the import car within the same crate. So we've got 3 designs today I want to show off to you. As always, I've gotten quite a few of submissions over the past week or 2 weeks or so for an actual just normal community design. So we're going to finish this one up, and then we're going to jump into some regular community designs from you guys. So keep sending them in, keep showing them off. Again, clips, my gamer tag is down in the bottom left hand corner. If you have trouble reading it, it's DOC 6913. I'm the doc, so feel free to shoot those over to me. Clips are the best because it's the easiest way to show them off, but if you can only do screen grabs and want to shoot them to me, please go ahead and do so. Like I said, those are specifically driven. These episodes, minus the ideas that I come up with, are specifically driven by you guys. So keep submitting them. Really do appreciate it. We look forward to getting back and showing off some of your designs. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little mini series. We'll probably do it again. We might look at maybe doing PCC once after a double painted weekend. So just stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It seems like we get pretty good response from them. And continue, again, like I said, continue to share those. If you're not on Xbox, you can follow us down below on Twitter, and you can send them to us that way. Screenshots work perfectly good there. You can just tag us. Works super simple, super easy. We'll be able to show them off. If we can build them, we will absolutely do that. So feel free, let us know kind of what you got rocking with the design, some of your choices and things like that, or show us the color palette. That also really helps to put some of that stuff together. So without further ado, again, we got 3 designs today I wanted to show off. Really enjoy the Accelerator crate. Before we jump into that, let me just do a quick review of what's in the Accelerator crate. So we've got a paint finish. We're going to try to show that off. We've got a couple decals, nothing specific that we focused on today. If the splatter wasn't the Dom GT, we might have tried it. But we're going to kind of incorporate lightning and hot rocks today for the trails. We've got some Gaydens. Again, it's interesting. We did get snakeskin in the same crate, but we can't do a whole lot with this. It's a cool animated decal, but kind of bland when it comes to customization and what you can do with it. But we did get the Jaeger. We've got a Jaeger design. We've got the power shot in terms of the boost that we get with crate. You guys know, big fan of the Saptorices. We're going to show those off a little bit. And then Chronos and Clockworks also as just rounding out our exotic wheels. And then a couple of gold explosions. Not much we need to do with those, but just wanted to show them off. So that's what we're working with today in the crate. And let's jump into some designs. So we've got a couple. This first one, I just really wanted to show off the Chronos, and I wanted to show off just a pretty simple, clean, animated design that I think a lot of people will have access to. Now, that being said, you guys are seeing a white octane, but this design actually works really well and is pretty easy to do if you can get matching colors of Chronos and matching colors of the Future Shock. So Future Shock's a pretty common, I will say, drop. These are pretty easy to pick up. So let's jump in and take a look. I'm a big fan. I kind of wanted to call this the lightning design because it really shows off exactly that, kind of a similar cool design that we've got going on. Again, you can substitute any of this, but I thought this was pretty neat. And I'm a big fan of like bright colored cars and kind of darker color decals, but the shockwave, if you will, of the Future Shock coming across with the white gives it a pretty nice pop. So we got a white octane here. Again, we're using a white Future Shock. So here's the real key with this. We ended up pulling white Chronos, so I wanted to show those off a little bit. If you match your car with your Future Shock, with your wheels, you're going to have a pretty good design, I think. And then obviously you just have to mess with your primary and alternate colors a little bit, but I think you'll have a lot of success with that. So pretty simple design here. Once you use Future Shock, you really can't do much else to it. You can tweak this a little bit. You can take some of these ripples out if you want to go that way. You can actually try to match up the purples. It honestly looks kind of cool if you do an offsetting purple color, whatever dark color you're going with. But I really want to stick with the white. I thought just everything kind of matched up pretty neat. And then we have a similar side on the orange side again. If you find kind of a base color like white, It's pretty easy to do both. Honestly, normal chronos on this side wouldn't actually look too terrible, to be really fair. We might be able to check those out here. Yeah, we'd have to tweak your primary color just a little bit, maybe go a little bit brighter, but honestly really does not look too bad. The nice thing about this, even a white Future Shock, obviously again, whatever body car you can get, that's kind of the neat thing about Future Shock, is that it is it's an animated decal, so it works in a lot of different scenarios. But again, they're pretty easy to get. Chronos, also pretty easy wheel to get for the most part. The hard part again would just be finding a car body that you wanna work with. What's cool here is we also got the opportunity to show off the power shot. So we got a great power shot here. I think we're using it on both. We are. Honestly, I think the gray works pretty well with this. The inside of it actually looks pretty white. We get a little bit of the dark black around the outside, and then again, it's got some of those lightning bolts inside of it, so it kind of works with our lightning theme, which is really what we were going for. On top of that, you guys know we really don't do paint toppers or antennas or anything like that. But then, of course, we can throw on the sweeper. We got a sweeper one, but we can throw on the lightning trail, which also comes from the Accelerator crate. Just kind of brings the whole design together. So this is pretty simple, pretty clean one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But like I said, pretty easy to set up. So if you're a big fan of sky blue or orange or saffron or whatever the case may be, if you can get the car body, the Future Shock of the same paint color, and then the wheels of the same paint color as well, you can make this design pretty easily. Like I said, most of that stuff, again, depending on the color that you go for and the body that you go for, shouldn't be too terribly difficult to come across. So that's our first one. The second one we really want to show off the Jaeger inside of this crate. And we had an opportunity. The cool thing with the Jaeger is you don't need the Accelerator version. These do come painted in PCCs, which is going to be probably a lot easier to pick up and is also going to make a lot of these a lot cheaper. So what I did want to do is I want to show off just some of the baseline decals that come with the Jaeger. Obviously, again, we get the snakeskin inside the crate, but these are two of the baseline decals. So here's what we did. We got two designs. That's not what that one looks like. It looks like this. We got two designs that I really want to show off, two of just the standard decals within the crate and just kind of what you can do with it. Again, you guys know me. I really like the offsetting colors. I like to make your wheels and your body stand out as much as we can. So we've got a green and an orange one here that we're working with. On the green side, we're using the stripes decal. So again, this is common decal. It comes with it. On the flip side, we are actually using the Circuit Pro decal. I actually really like this Circuit Pro decal. I think it's probably one of the better decals that you get. What's cool is it kind of gives you some sleek design all the way around the car. It adds some really neat lines that I think accent the car really well. And then on top of it, what we've kind of done with the paint finishes, I think makes this one really stand out. But I'm also a big fan of the green side with the stripes decal. So on this, we also really wanted to show off, and I tried to incorporate pearlescent matte. I use metallic smooth, and again here what we're doing is we're just finding a darker baseline color that sort of matches up with the wheels and the body that we're rocking. It goes without saying, but for the wheels we're using forest green, for the car we're using forest green on this side, and then on the flip side for the orange team we're using orange of both. And then again, we're just going down, we're selecting one of the darker colors. Now you got some options here. You could go up, you could go a little bit lighter on that side if you want. You could go a little bit off color if you want. I think these two, honestly, between these two are really, really similar. But then again, just imagine doing a similar thing with a cobalt color or maybe your sky blue. You know, you got a lot of options here depending on what you're able to pick up in terms of body and wheels. And then here, again, just find an offset color. I like the white, kind of made this all stand out a little bit. I considered going black here, but I think with the pearlescent matte, it kind of shades it out a little bit. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind. And then I think metallic smooth, you could go a lot of different options. You really got to find yourself messing with these paint finishes because there's a lot of different stuff that you could do. But I just felt like, and there's pearlescent right there, kind of makes it stand out. Semi-gloss doesn't look too bad. Sun damage, obviously, if you guys are looking for a way to make your car as dark as possible, that's a good one. You got the Toon Glossy and then the Toon Matte. I just felt like metallic smooth made it kind of pop, and it definitely helped with the pearlescent matte that we got with the stripes. Kind of made them stand out a little bit, which was really nice. And then on the flip side, again, I really like this setup. I honestly really do. I think the black really helps to make your orange car and your orange wheels stand out really nicely. Everything kind of it's just very streamlined on this one. Again, we're using the metallic smooth, and then we did go anodized for our accent color. And again here, really we're just finding an opportunity to find a darker kind of offsetting color for the bright car and wheels that we've got. Again, you can go and try to match them up. Doesn't look terrible, honestly. Not really too bad. I'm just a big fan of trying to make that stuff stand out, especially if it comes painted. So, you know, your car and your wheels, for me, I always want to show them off a little bit more, which is why I go those offsetting colors. But again, you can match them up. That looks really cool. This is almost a perfect match, which actually really looks nice too. So you've got a lot of cool customization options with this. You guys, again, know we're using the Gaiden wheels, so they come inside the Accelerator crate. They're also in PCC, so if you choose it, you want to go that route, you absolutely can. We can put some black ones on this, which looks really dope, actually. So you've got a lot of cool opportunities to pick these up. And again, the car and the wheels in this instance, the decal, you don't even have to do anything with. You get with the car. So the rest of these items are actually, you know, honestly, this is probably more of a budget build, but pretty cheap and pretty nice. Then we actually went and we did power shot for the orange side, which this is just a standard power shot, and it honestly really does look really good. You get some of the orange side of it. Again, you get a little bit of the purple, a little bit of blue, but that's okay. This sets up pretty neat. The only thing I personally am not a super huge fan of power shot is the sound. So I got to hear it a lot. I got to like the sound, but as far as a customization, as far as a look, this one lines up well. And then for the green side, we actually went sweeper neothermal. So this was the golden gift and the nitro crate. I thought the green matched really well. This is obviously a forest green one, but I think the green here matched really well if you can get by kind of the tail end changing color. But I thought this was pretty cool. So again, boost, really up to you guys to go ahead and mess with your options. Really same thing with the trail here. I thought the EKG OMG looked pretty good. And then our flip side, Hot Rocks was an opportunity to use here. Good orange color, kind of matched up pretty well between the wheels and the paint body that we have. So that's really what I got set up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Really wanted to show off you can do a lot with the standard decals. Everybody always wants to get, you know, the flashy black markets or something painted, and there's a lot of opportunities for painted decals with the Jaeger, which is always a good option if you want to pick up a new car, kind of test it out a little bit. But got to show off the standard stuff that you get and kind of enjoy the setups for that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. And then the third one we got is actually going to be showing off our Saptorishis. I didn't really play with your orange color here, but I'm a big fan of this side. So here's what we've got. We'll jump into this. Really, the whole design idea around this was trying to show off and find a good design for the Saptorishi wheels. So we've got sky blue on this side. And what I really like is I feel like we accent the colors and also kind of get a little bit of a funky look. We got a lot of different colors going on, which I'm a big fan of, especially with our Dune Racer decals. And I really like that we're able to take the sky blue from the wheels and then kind of that orange, almost a goldish kind of finish on the back side of the wheels and incorporate that into the car as well. Huge fan of these wheels. You guys know if you've watched the crate opening, you guys know that I really, really enjoy these. So here's how we've got it set up. We've got the sky blue octane, big fan of, and then we go in and we use a sky blue Dune Racer as well. I've always been a big fan of matching up a painted Dune Racer with a painted body, and then again, very similar principle here, painted Dune Racer, painted body, painted Saptorishis. Can make these stand out really good. Sky blue, you guys know, one of my favorite colors, so super jazzed to be able to pick these wheels up from the crate opening. And then basically what we do, and this is the reason I love the Dune Racer so much, and again, they're not in the Accelerator crate, but you can pick them up. They're going to be a little bit on the pricier side in terms of keys, just because they've been growing in popularity recently, honestly because of the cool customization options that you get to do. But I like these because they are a great 3-tone, 3-color setup, and they're a great way, again, to make kind of a little bit more of a funky setup while still making it look really clean. So what we did here is we went a darker purple. You can definitely liven it up a little bit. You can definitely go into the blue side. You can match these up if you want. You can go green if you really want to. But here's what we did for this one. We did the very far right column, second one down from the top. We kept that one glossy. I think that makes for a nice setup. And then for the secondary color, the accent color, we really did try to match up that color with kind of the interior of the back wheel on your dune racer. So I thought this was pretty good. And then throwing the anodized on top really kind of made it pop. Now we could honestly probably go for a little bit more of a gold color if we can find it. But again, here you can see kind of the cool opportunities that you get with these dune racers. You can do a lot of stuff, especially messing around with your primary and your accent colors if you have a painted version. You can do a lot of really neat things. So that's how we've got it set up here. Again, I didn't mess around too much with the orange theme. I was trying to kind of mix and match on the pink, but definitely gives you some opportunities for some neat designs if you can find them. Again, we're using the Saptorishis here, sky blue on this blue color side. And then, again, boost, really up to you. But I really had to show off sky blue, and one of the best boosts, if you have it, if you have the opportunity, if you play during Season 8, that matches a good color, is the Platinum 8 Season 8 Platinum Reward Boost. It's kind of funky. It's a little goofy, but the color on it is absolutely a beautiful match to a lot of what we got going on. Again, no topper, decal, antenna, anything like that. And then I thought this was a good opportunity to use those laser waves if you got them. The orange one looks really good, kind of stands out, helps bring the body and the rest of it together. And then just imagine having your laser wave and your boost going on at the same time. It's going to make for an overall pretty sweet setup. So that's what we've got for you today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Been a lot of fun making this series. We'll probably look to continue it with some of the other crates, especially after the double painted weekend, depending on what we're able to open up there, and that's coming up pretty quickly. But as always, continue to send those designs. We will get back to regular community designs here probably in about a week or so. So we need your ideas. Again, if you're on Xbox, you can shoot us a screenshot, or you can do a video capture, show your design off a little bit, show what you're using as far as your paint, not only your paint finishes, but also your paint colors, and then show off your wheels and your boost and everything else like that. If you're not on Xbox and you want to share with us, please feel free. You can follow us down on Twitter below, and you can send us some screenshots. We'll be able to show those off as well. And again, if we can build them, we'll build them as best we can, and we'll give the community an idea of some of the really cool designs you got going on. So as always, Doc from Average Gamer, guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you're new, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button. You've been around a while. Leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite design is, or if there's a specific crate that you guys want us to focus on next, we will do our best. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.